Welcome to Winter Death Game 2020. What round is this? 9?
Yeah.
This is 9 or 8 or 10.
It's only not 10.
It's definitely the.
It's
we're-
definitely
We're in the third
9.
tier of the tournament. Some might call this the final round that we're actually going to vote on. But those people are wrong. There's at least one more. DJ, I have extreme retrograde amnesia. What shows are we talking about today?
we are talking today about Interspecies Reviewer versus If My High School Goes to Budokan, I Would Die. Or I Die If My High School... Or Pop Idol Goes to Budokan. Whatever. My high school...
I was going to say a high... Yeah. If
my high school Pop Idol.
If the high school building itself became sentient and went to Budokan, I'd die.
Just like that one time in Soul Eater.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, I can't be impartial talking about either of these shows. This is known. So, DJ, would you like to tell us about one of these two shows?
Sure.
I know which one I want you to talk about, too, but you go ahead and talk about whichever one you feel like.
Which one do you want me to talk about, Eric?
I want you to talk about Interspecies Reviewer, because that
Okay.
means that Ray talks about the other one.
Okay. So Interspecies Reviewer is continuing on its path that it started out on.
Well, if someone started here, what is Interspecies Reviewer? Also, why would you start here?
It's a delightful it's a delightful romp. Let me start off there.
Romp.
Yeah, there was romping.
There's romping.
Romping happened. There was romping and stomping.
There was a rompus room.
Yeah.
Several.
But no. I mean, there was one rompus room, but it was too bright to see.
You talking about like a rhombus?
No, rumpus room.
A rumpus.
Yeah, rumpus
room.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah. A rumpus room.
We keep interrupting DJ, and he just wants to tell us about his favorite anime.
Yeah, lay that mayonnaise down on us.
You got it, Ray.
Oh, but we're going to be talking about up to episode 8 of both shows. Just,
Forewarning.
there will be possible spoilers. There will be spoilers.
There will definitely
We're
be
going to talk about the shows. DJ, talk about the shows.
All right, so if for some reason you're jumping in here, the Interspecies Reviewers focuses on our main 3 boys. What was it? Krim,
Stunk,
and
Zell.
Zell. I wanted to say it was like Elf, but I know it's not Elf. And then a rotating door of 4th characters. And our main boys, they are constantly going out every night to the red light district in their town to just sample the various flavors of brothai there are to be had. Plural of brothel.
Okay.
And yeah, what was it? God, what happened? So we last left off.
Wait,
on
they
episode
sample
4.
and then what?
They sample and then they review, as the show states.
Thank you for saving this episode. Ray.
No problem.
Thank you. Yeah, couldn't. God forbid. No, people figured out.
the reviewers
Yeah.
part of it. But they get paid for it. That's the whole point.
Last time we talked about this, we were at episode 4.
4. Yeah.
Four.
So, since then, 4 episodes have happened.
Yeah. So what was it? We had salamanders. What have they reviewed since then? Salamanders. I know is one. Cyclopses. Mushrooms.
Myconids, could you please not use slurs?
Fair.
I'm sorry.
Today
I
is
didn't wear my lab coat and my
Your
my
Ahagao
glasses,
hoodie.
but I'll be honest, I'm something of an expert in this field of study.
I can attest to that too.
And then earlier today, the 3 of us watched episode 8 where they reviewed what was it? The actual
Succubus?
succubi, and then the role play dungeon. God.
It's called Steam Unity.
Then there was there was episode 7 that was all about egg laying. Ugh, leg laying.
I wish it was about whatever that means.
Yeah.
Episode 7 can be an episode of this show, like one of those, like the centaur question. On its own.
Do go on.
No, it could be like the centaur question. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go back and find the centaur question video. It's quite a...
It's under the playlist questionable content.
Yeah. Episode 7 of this show was indeed questionable.
I'll agree with you there.
Are you asking me to formulate a new question episode about eggs?
You can totally do that if you'd like.
Ray, what's your favorite kind of egg to watch being laid?
Yoshi.
But hyper realistic.
Sure. Yeah, hyper realistic. Oh no, the mermen clouded up their own tank again.
Oh God. So this show continues to be borderline gross, but it's still lighthearted enough to keep you coming back for more.
It gets spicy.
Apparently too spicy for some online carriers.
Oh, okay.
And apparently the creator of the show took that as a challenge.
As Eric informed us earlier.
I should say I didn't do the full market research to be like 100% sure it was the creator. I just know there's an official 18 only version of it now that
Oh.
exists.
Oh, of actual like Ishizoku reviewer.
Yeah, hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Keep explaining the show. I'll try to.
I mean
this
that's
thing
kind
that I
of
brought up.
it for the show for this show.
Well, you know,
So it's been 6 minutes. There's got to be a little more than that.
I was gonna say
there must be
there's-
more blood to pull from the stone.
There's they take the character development is just learning about their particular
Fetishes.
tastes.
Particulars.
Yeah, their particulars about a
Krim
particular
is a sweet, sweet boy,
yeah.
girl, and what was it? The little dwarf guy or halfling guy is Ray's favorite character.
The best supporting character this season.
Stunk just likes big old titties.
They all.
And what was it? Zell really likes young or people who don't have old mana.
Right. So, cons to watching this show.
You can't. It's a two-handed show, and using mine and Eric's parlance, you have to like be very aware of your surroundings while watching it.
Well, I'll tell you. According to a Google search, the genre is sex comedy.
I mean, I'd buy that for $1.
It's apparently licensed by Funimation, but you could have fooled me.
But what? I thought you were gonna give us more news about the
I'm looking.
challenge. Oh,
But
Ray, why don't you tell us about your favorite character?
my favorite character, the halfling. Okay, so he is a part, as DJ stated, of that revolve. I don't even know his name, but
Halfling.
he's a part of that revolving fourth door, so to speak, and the mishaps that not mishaps, but the mishaps he gets into. I mean, we've already established a couple of the mishaps from the first 4 episodes. Was the squid lady or was it octopus?
oh, we
lady?
forgot golems.
I believe
No, I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that.
I know.
In the show, they're referred to as a Dagon, but that would be a Scylla if I was going to push up my glasses that I'm not wearing.
Again,
You push up Ray's glasses.
he has multiple degrees in his room on this subject material. So yeah, I'll push up my glasses for you. Yes, there is the Golem episode where he enhances. He takes.
He's
his
such a master craftsman.
He takes his creativity and excels at that. Speaking of that episode, I'm gonna pose a question to the room. Who was behind the strings?
They're sentient.
But then why does she have strings?
I think it's like
To-
part of the role play or just part of the experience, man. It's like, hey, we're puppets, we're golems.
Fair enough.
Because there were no strings in those cutscenes.
There was no strings.
There were
in
no
those
strings
cutscenes,
attached.
Which
They also were still made of wood at that point.
Yeah.
also fish tank.
yeah,
In the
there's
Golem
a-
episode. Yeah, that was a good fish tank.
a-
The
a-
fleshlight
a-
fish tank was
fleshlight
pretty
fish
good.
tank, yeah.
It was pretty ridiculous.
Well, I say they're. I mean, they're so good that you would if you use them too much, you'll never want to go back. to
Correct. So
regular.
this lewd masterpiece that is Interspecies Reviewers has much charm.
Much charm.
Much charm.
Much charm about nothing.
much wow.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know what else to say about that, but you just kind of have to experience it.
My favorite character, Ray, since you asked, is Krim.
I didn't.
So Ray, please tell me more about this other show. No, DJ. Now that you've please
Yeah, tell us
tell
about
us
the
about Krim.
Krim's
Angel
just such
boy.
a sweet boy. His girl angel thing that just is constantly getting in over his head, and just watching him react to all the situations he's thrust into.
Oh, I don't think he's thrust into them. I think
Well,
no. Deep down inside, he's going along
he's
with
going the whole hog. Yes, but some of them I'd say he was thrust into.
Just change the parlance of when he says thrust into, and it'll make more sense.
Yeah.
No,
Sega.
not sponsored.
If only.
Yeah, I know that was sick.
But yeah, no, Krim's a great character, especially in today's episode that we watched, where he was just he really was too pure for this world. When they went to the role-play dungeon where you
Yeah, but he
pretend to be
really
a villain.
wanted to reenact that scene from Titanic,
Yeah, he did.
like real bad. The stagecoach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't find that information I was looking for.
Yeah, so
man.
we'll get an update for our fans.
Just stars in the night.
Yeah,
When next day online, I'll have more information.
right. So, anything negative to say about this show?
Episode 7.
Episode 7 was gross. Yeah, pretty much.
DJ found a new liking for penguins,
Oh dear God.
and I got a weird craving for boba tea.
Me, I was just like, man, that's not for me. Good for you. Good
Not
for
for me.
you. No crimes seem to have been committed here. I'm gonna leave.
But no, excuse me while I'm on my way out.
Yeah, but then they come back and sit down because they're like, "Hold on, penguin."
Ever been catfished by a penguin, Ray?
I cannot say that I have.
Not till now.
Eric, what about you?
What?
What's your highs and lows of this show so far?
This show makes me laugh.
It's definitely great. It's
Sorry to give a Jessica Rabbit answer, but the show, I just find it funny.
I'd say the situation surrounding this show also is quite delicious.
I mean, yeah, there's a certain morbid humor to be gained from the world happening as a result of the show. Which, I don't know, we might still make a video about that. But, again, it's one of those things of like, man, I totally get the position of, this too hot. We can't hang with this. Like, fair. And there's like, well, don't pick that up then.
Yeah.
And then they come back with, yeah, but the books aren't quite this intense. It's like, yes, well, the books are 5 pages a chapter.
Yeah.
And they're turning it into 20 minutes. You had to get some image macro loops in there somewhere.
God, that's the most
The most.
poignant way to put
Yeah, really.
image macro loops.
But like, I'd like to point out a much more like you should have known episode 1.
Yeah.
And
Especially
granted,
when that fucking opening.
It took the
The
people.
translators there definitely knew what that intro said.
So that's what I was going to bring up,
Yeah.
actually, is that us listening to it takes a minute to figure out what they're saying. When it was sent, I bet you they could tell, or someone in the office was like,
Hey guys.
did they just... Is the backing chorus... Is their line, let's bust a nut? And they just repeat it for every little verse?
Yes, Eric. Yes, it is.
Why, that's beautiful.
This is art. So this is true art.
There we go. Let's put it on our platform.
Again, totally respect admitting, yeah, we can't hang with this in a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
But as more information comes out, it just becomes like, I think that might be horse shit. I don't want to go any further into that right now.
Well, on that note, Ray.
Ray, please tell us about the other show.
Speaking of charming, but in the completely different opposite
You're right.
direction.
Oh, you.
If my favorite high school
Yeah,
got
thank
up
you, Ray.
and became sentient and went to Budokan and crushed the entire audience because it said high school. No, if my favorite pop idol went to Budokan, I would die. Is for those that have not been watching it,
It's based on the rich tradition of mecha anime.
it's based on the very historic
Genre.
of mecha anime.
Right. Do you think Astro Boy could have pulled that off
Nope.
if he wasn't a mecha?
Nope.
Nope.
You can't just dress like that in
You
public.
can't
Nope.
just do that. No, but it is how would you describe it? A slice of life in a way, but all based around
It's
the
an idol slice of life.
yeah, all based around the
an idol
idol
fan slice of life.
the idol fan, the idol otaku.
I would pitch it
Um,
as a surrealist slice of life that isn't nearly as surreal as it appears.
That's bold.
Well, think about it. You're watching it, you're like, this can't be.
But you know what?
Then it is.
But here's the thing: is like watching the show, and I know I'm jumping ahead and not
Please.
going through the story. Let me explain. So
Ray, tell me about this show.
so three. It centers around three otaku of this idol group.
Cham Jam.
I know Cham Jam, indeed. All three of which are obsessed with one of the idols of this group. And just their various misadventures in supporting their favorite idols that are part of this group, whether by buying CDs, merchandise, the what have yous, and making sure they go to all their events and all that other. And the show then, but it evolves in a way to also bring on the other side where they talk about the.
You go ahead.
Oh, he's got the board again.
I was trying to not cause a fucking thing. Just keep
I
going.
know, but that don't put down Wings Club again.
I wasn't gonna.
But then it shows the opposite, or in these later episodes, have started to show kind of the lives of the pop idols themselves.
Behind the scenes.
Which, I mean, I understand that there's, this has been around for a while, but this is kind of, it's been my first sort of
Venture.
perspective on how it is now, not through the guise of giant robots.
Sorry, I was just wondering about something.
They collect them.
Let me see. They actually do with 3-track CDs. Yeah, they it's a good point.
They literally collect them.
So, I mean, yes, there's a lot to leave, but
They had
the
to
show,
show their love, man, with money.
the story, I think, in my opinion, has gotten more and more charming as time goes on. I actually do give a damn about these characters.
I say, do you feel bad for Sorane, the blue girl?
Yes.
I do too.
Yes. There's a
How
lot,
much of a scumbag is her fan?
right. There's a lot. Yeah. Oh, dude, he is
something else.
scummy. He's weird. But I'm assuming that there's this aspect
I don't know.
to the fandom too.
I
you know?
feel like
Defend this character, Eric, please.
I'm not going to defend him, but I am going to say that I feel like his scumbaggery is much more honest than the other two.
That's true.
Fair.
And, like,
It's true.
Like, I'm
Fair.
not here to make a value judgment about which type of garbage smells less. I just feel like I look at that one and I'm like, that's garbage. And I look at the other two and I'm like, that's garbage that they hid inside of a tissue box. They're trying to make that look like it's not garbage.
Yeah, I say that guy has the common decency to buy the fucking matching sweater that he bought for the idol he likes, and the other two go home and wear the matching sweater that they bought the idol they liked. when
Common
no one's
decency.
Right.
Yeah.
Common decency, he says. Needless to say, I still am appreciating the art style the most out of everything involved with this show. I really do like that pastel look. I know I mentioned that in the first episode that we and it seems to have only gotten better. I really do like when they're walking around the cities and like the there's like a depth of field kind of thing going on where the rest of it is blocked or not blocked out, fuzzed out of focus is the
Yeah.
word I was looking for.
Yeah.
if you like idols, even if you don't,
I mean, this show like has like maybe like 2 tracks of music in it too that you
Right.
hear. Like it's not even like hard. It's like the worst.
Well, okay,
like,
now when you say music, you mean idol performance.
Yeah, idol
Like, there's-
performances, yeah.
It obviously has a soundtrack.
yeah, it has a soundtrack. Yes,
but it's you
That
know,
would be jarring and strange. That would be like making a podcast and not even putting white noise in it. What?
Ray, just keep talking.
no. I like the white noise.
There's no white noise.
I know there isn't, but like that's. I mean, I don't really know what else I have to say about the show. It's like heartwarming kind of. It's weird, not like in a Orisuke kind of way, but
Not in a Somali kind of way. Well, I
Yeah.
guess it's closer to Somali, I suppose.
Somali has a whimsy. This is more of like, I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know. There's a part of
It's
me
just
that,
sweet.
There is also
It's
there-
building towards a Japanese romantic comedy.
Right,
Which
but
is
there-
to say a fireworks display.
But then there's also a part of me that just doesn't understand it, and then I know that's a cultural like differential type deal, and I don't get it, the mentality behind it, but like it intrigues me, and I think that's another reason why I'm watching. Is like I'm looking for an explanation as opposed to like an explanation within the show as opposed to like looking for information elsewhere.
Like you're not asking us.
Why would I ask you guys?
I don't know. People tend to ask me questions that
Well, if I have
that
questions
they're not
about
sure about.
if I have questions about
Where to
Monster
ask it?
Girls, I know who I'm gonna ask.
TJ.
Clearly,
He owns that game.
right?
Monster Girl Island.
Yeah,
Well, it's
Yeah.
free.
yeah.
Okay,
Which suite did you put him in?
What?
Oh God, can we not do this right now?
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, are you talking about that?
No, don't worry about
that
it.
Switch game?
No. Like I said, don't worry about
A
it.
separate conversation to
Yeah.
be sure.
Yeah,
Um,
but on the real, like
but not what I'm not willing to have, of course.
that's fine.
This is our public roasting of Eric.
Which suite?
Hey, if you learned anything about those chickens in the mine carts, it's like don't come to battle unless you come to battle. Kid.
Eric will burn your house down with chickens and gravel.
I'm not bringing it up in a negative light.
No,
Point
obviously.
being is this idol anime is definitely great.
I agree
Your guys'
wholeheartedly.
thoughts?
No, I agree wholeheartedly. This show's awesome. I seriously like every time I see that on Funimation, like, hey, watch the latest Pop Idol show. I was like, fuck yeah,
It makes me feel
Twist
good.
my arm.
yeah.
And it makes me feel good. It makes me
Yeah.
feel warm and fuzzy on the inside.
Same. It makes you feel the same way when I see watch the latest Smile Down the Runway. But that's neither here nor there.
That's a shame. We're not going to start that again.
I say it's a shame you don't like it. Yeah.
I mean,
Eric?
I kind of agree with the sentiment of it's a good show. I watch it when it comes out.
Have you been watching it
I'm caught up.
on Smile Down the
It's-
Runway?
Oh no,
I was like, what?
no! Why would I
Yeah.
watch Smile on the Runway? That
it's
show's
good.
bad and it's for bad people.
No, it's good.
Yeah, how come only you were watching it if it's good?
It is because
So this Pop Idol show is like comfort food. In my mind, I think it's just okay. I'm gonna put on an episode and it's cool.
It's just
not-
nice.
It's nice and fulfilling, but like it's not really substantial though.
It's not changing the world
No.
like the other show that we have to pit it up against.
On that note,
Yeah, do we want to go right into the votes or do we want to?
Well, I had asked in the first, when we were talking about interspecies reviewers, like cons of the show. What are your guys' cons when it comes to?
the fucking Rachel and Ross will they won't they of like Mina and fucking Pink Girl.
Mine, every PO.
Yeah, every PO. Yeah,
I think that's great.
it's just like. In like a
And
show,
it's not like Ross and
in a
Rachel.
show that's like so short, because it's gonna be 12 episodes.
Well,
At episode 8, they should be a little like we should be closer to a definitive answer of like,
Well,
hey,
here's the
are they
thing.
gonna be friends or not?
But here's the thing. I think
or are they gonna have a fucking conversation?
not. But in my opinion, I think they're trying. They keep that going because then they explain another aspect of the whole idol fandom. So you brought up the blue girl
Sarane.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. that would happen to her, you know, if she's seen with somebody else in like a romantic way and stuff like that. So it explains.
There's a con.
No, but I'm
that situation.
I know, but no, what I'm saying is like if they're gonna show that sort of part of the idol fandom where they have to be available and all that stuff, that's another thing that both that whatever Salmon Girl has to keep in mind or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying like they're showing plot points that explain that will they, won't they?
I know they are, but it's just like at this point,
they're
like
dragging it out a little bit too
There were
long.
3 episodes where she was just like, I don't know if I can say more than 2 words to Aripio, and I was just like, man, just fucking get over it already.
But that shyness makes her more cute and makes her more idol-like, right?
The unattainableness is what makes them so attractive.
Right.
But yeah, like going back to the con though,
Eric's the
that,
look on his face.
the shit with Sarane. I'm not letting him talk yet because we need to like address that shit.
Are you gonna defend your favorite? Are
No.
you a Sarane Woda? Yeah, you are. It's okay. Go ahead.
I don't think I'm a Woda for any of them because I haven't heard any of their fucking music. I have no one. I can't be a fan of any of them because I've heard like a half of a song of theirs.
I like the one in yellow.
Miku, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What was it?
Oh, okay.
What was
There's
the Sarane
Rie,
thing?
Sarane, Miku,
He's already got it all.
Ayane.
He's already got 17 of their
Aya.
Not a stan, he says.
CDs. Yeah. Nope.
Where's
Where's your nightsticks, dude?
I don't remember the number 6.
Where's your nightsticks?
King Sticks.
Whatever.
Or King's Blade, yeah.
No, I'm gonna. They're nightsticks
And
now.
then
They're crystal
Mina.
sticks, like the Renaissance Festival.
Yeah.
That would
They're
really
just-
that would change the context of the entire thing. If
Devil
everyone in the
sticks?
stand was waving around nightsticks.
Oh, I thought they were called Devil Sticks.
Oh no, I was nightsticks. Is that? Oh, never mind.
Like the
Nightstick
fucking
is-
juggling sticks.
A nightstick, that's like a police baton. Like I said, it would totally change the context.
Rio would spit out his monster.
But then, to be fair, I didn't tell him not to this time, so I suppose that would have been on me.
No, you're not gonna say anything.
Go ahead, DJ, keep buying time.
Okay, but yes, what was it? Sarade and her fucking stand that's just like a total scumbag. Because like the blue girl, she gets spotted in this like other prefecture, like over like their break.
Can I-
like being seen with a man who they suspect is her boyfriend?
Can I say an ultra specific comment about that character?
Yeah, go ahead.
That character was on screen, and I was like, this fucking character is a Todd Habercorn character. like when you see somebody like, you're voiced by Todd Habercorn in the future, aren't you?
I guarantee that show is simuldubbed. We should check that out after this. But
I don't want to know.
what was it? Yeah, and it turns out because her number one fan's little sister is this idol's identical twin, except a little like shorter. Everyone thinks that she was date or seen with her boyfriend, whereas actually just this douchebag and his little sister. And he realizes this like half an episode after this like scandal comes out and does nothing about it. He's like,
he keeps it to himself,
if everyone hates her, then she'll be all mine. That's his fucking train of thought, and it's so gross and skeevy.
I still maintain I don't think that's any grosser than the other things. It's
Yeah,
just
because
honest.
isn't Eurykio like always being like, oh, well, they don't know that I check every photo that Marina's in and see if any shadow, and she is
Please,
basically
Mina.
what?
Please, Mina.
What?
Her name's Mina.
Why don't you mind your own business?
Hey.
You see what I did there?
I did see that.
All
That's
right.
pretty good,
Good-
right?
I know that's a good one, but like she's like paranoid and checks every shadow and
Oh,
stuff
to
like
see if
that.
there's a man in it.
Yeah. So like
I mean, you know that every one of them is doing that exact same
exact
thing.
same thing. Exact same thing. It's the they have to keep their.
And the last
obtainability.
episode, when he realizes, like the thing we mentioned earlier, oh, hey, that sweater that I bought her for Christmas, there was a guy's matching one. And so he goes and buys it, and then he sees that like 17 other people at the concert did the exact same thing. Because they all want to pretend that they're her boyfriend.
Yeah, what was the number on the sweater?
93?
That means nothing. But
No, it means nothing.
So
we're gonna get to that.
Oh, yeah, Eric, go on, though.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I
Go
was
on
holding you
what?
back.
What was I even? What were we? What did you stop me from saying?
What don't you like about this show?
Oh, okay. So here's the thing about the problems I have with the show.
Heads up.
Is no, it's this is gonna
Hot takes,
I
hot
don't know,
takes, hot takes.
This might bother Ray, but I don't think it's gonna bother.
Why would
or
it bother
surprise
me?
DJ, because I'm gonna compare it to Inspector. No, not Inspector. Sorry, it invaded.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tomato.
Ooh, no. No.
No.
Okay.
I know.
No, so
I
my
said that for you,
so
right?
my problem with that show is a problem, which is like, that's dumb. But it's a show where you should explain it, or that it needs a certain amount of explanation, right?
They're getting there.
But like
it invaded.
this show, a lot of the things that I think are dumb, I already know why it's that way.
Yeah.
So I kind of just don't like hold on to it. I just kind of let it go. Like I also think 3 episodes to say a complete sentence to someone is kind of horseshit.
Yeah.
But I've been through the fucking weeb trenches.
Yeah.
I've walked across the no man's land of no dubs, no subs, raws. I've seen some shit, sweet baby Ray. So at the end of the day, when it takes a character 3 weeks to be like, I like that person, I'm not shocked or mad. I'm just kind of tired from it. I'm just like, yeah, of course.
That's a fair point.
I don't
completely.
like it. Like, I feel like this is such a non-story story. Like, this is like...
It's almost like it's slice of life.
I was gonna say that seems to be pretty common in a lot
right,
of things.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's...
And like, okay.
And I know this from experience with Eric that slice of life is not his favorite genre of anime.
I don't hate it.
I know. I didn't say you hate
like,
it.
But
It's
like,
not your favorite.
It's
though.
one of those things like, if I get the sense that this show is that show again, I don't need to watch it.
I know, and it's like for me, like slice of life is like one of my favorite types of genres. So like that's why I'm like whole hog into it.
I see what you did there, whole hog.
My favorite JoJo
'Cause she gets hit
character.
By Boar, yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I was misreading that. my favorite cowboy, whole hog.
So, that being said,
Whole horse.
okay. That being said, now we
Yes.
get to the part where
Friendship's ruined.
One must die, one must live.
Partnerships end.
Solomon's choice.
You mean Sophie?
No.
Solomon Grundy?
Yes.
what?
What?
All right.
Let's cut this baby in half.
So who's confident
That's,
enough?
oh my god! That's Jesus. Oh man! All right.
So who's confident enough in their answer that they want to go first?
Pop Idol.
Pop Idol.
Pop Idol.
He's not even going to put the ketchup on that hot dog. He doesn't want to spend any time explaining.
No.
I'll
why.
put mayonnaise on my hot dog.
I
Don't
said
worry.
I just really
Please,
like
Ray,
it.
ketchup and mayonnaise. Show me what you're working with here.
Ketchup and mayonnaise?
Why not?
No, because I'm not
This is
doing.
Michigan. You can do that.
Oh,
I feel like Eric should go first.
Go
or
ahead, Eric.
next because we already know what he's picking.
go ahead, Eric. Let's see if DJ's prediction is correct.
Oh, it is.
Uh-huh.
Of these two shows, I would much rather continue talking about interspecies reviewers on a recording. And, like, I just kind of laugh more at that.
Well, yes. No, I would rather talk more about interspecies reviewers, but no, I just like this show more.
So, DJ, you're voting for.
Pop Idol.
Eric's voting for.
I'm going to vote for interspecies reviewers.
And I'm going to vote for interspecies reviewers as well. Here's my rationale.
Okay.
Is because there
He
is
doesn't want a house full of chickens.
no,
And gravel and water.
no, like on the real
And
though
minecarts.
is because it's comfort food, right? Idol is nice, and I will finish it, I'm sure, but it doesn't challenge convention.
Doesn't give you a boner.
No, it doesn't. Well, it's not even just that. It's just I genuinely like American Pie, the anime where everyone's Stifler.
I don't know. I
Jesus
kind of feel like
Christ.
Krim isn't Stifler. But everyone else is Stifler for sure.
Sure, fine. You can put that addendum on
Holy
there, but
shit.
that's effectively what it is. And
Wait, who's Ben Stein?
Clearly the barmaid.
Yeah.
Maidry.
Okay. All right.
I don't
No,
I don't
it's
fucking know.
It's okay.
I don't fucking know. Point being is, I think because of that popping into my head, actually, while we're recording this, I got pulled more towards that.
Fair.
So,
Pop Idol, we barely knew you.
yeah, DJ can't even name all 7 of them.
He got real close,
I got 6 out of 7.
Oh, well, great.
and more than I did.
I guess only one of them will kill themselves.
Ooh.
Which one's the color? I
Oh,
can't
oh,
remember.
is that a prelude to
What?
what interspecies reviewer is going to go up against? You said
No,
one of
that show
them.
lost. That show lost.
Inspector didn't lose.
Oh, I thought you were invaded. Inspector.
Did you see?
Yes, Ray. You are correct. It is a prelude, as
my god!
as apparently I was trying to set up to explain that the next and probably final recording of the Death Game is Interspecies Reviewer,
Or
the scummy boys who walked through the gauntlet, versus Inspector,
fucking cocked-walked their way.
the show that we picked because we liked.
I still think we should have a discussion off mic whether or not we put Inspector up against one final of a challenger.
Okay, then let's decide on the one final challenger right now. Then.
So yes, next week, the final round of the semi-finals,
Yeah.
where Inspector will face off against Science Fell in Love, So I Tried to Prove It.
Because we just decided to make basically an entire tier list of shows that we just liked and put them against each other.
Turns out there were at least 4.
Yeah.
Tune in next time to see what happens.
Goodbye.